They're not ready for this one.
What's happening, people? My name is DJ 4Real. I am a gospel DJ hailing out of UK, England. And yeah, I want to talk about a track that's been causing a bit of stir in the UK and on the UK circuit. Bibles in the air. Having a conversation with a DJ counterpart out in the States, and he was like, what seems to be the problem? So I'm going to make this video for him and a few other people who don't seem to understand why we in the UK are kind of a bit confused as to why this track is being made. TP, aka Tosin Peters, to be honest, I think the way that he's handled this whole situation has been very graceful. I really respect him a lot. He hasn't blown up in any way, shape or form. And to be fair, he shouldn't have to, because it should be people like myself, who's a DJ, who loves music and appreciates the music industry, who should really be fighting the corner for these artists. TP, Bibles in the Air. Originally, he released a track back in 2009, and this track absolutely blew up bigger than big. So, another track, Bibles in the Air, 2012, by Black Knights, and people are like, well, that's TP's track. So, I'm going to go through why we're confused, why we don't know why he's doing what he's doing, and why we think it's wrong. Let's take a look, shall we? Bibles in the Air, 2009, TP version. His hook goes as follows.
Put your Bible in the air, Bible in the air, put your Bible in the air, Bible in the air, put your Bible in the air, Bible in the air, put your Bible in the air, Bible in the air. 2012
Black Knights version. Now, I don't know about you, but they sound pretty similar to me. In fact, they sound like a dead stamp. In fact, they're the same words, same lyrics, and same style of track. You will, if you can't hear it, I don't know what to say. They say that imitation is the highest form of flattery, but in music, there's a heavier weight than that. To my understanding, there's a law against things called plagiarism. TP has a particular verse in the 2009 version which goes as follows.
Yeah, we rep Christ on the regular. Romans 1:16, I'm telling ya.
Bibles in the Air 2012 Black Knights version.
We rep Christ on the regular. Romans 1:16, I'm telling ya.
Really? There's a thing called plagiarism, where you take somebody else's idea and you try to present it as though it was your own idea. Now, I've looked at the music video on Rapzilla, I've listened to the track, I've listened to the lyrics, and there is no mention in any way, shape or form that TP originally did the track. There's no mention in any way, shape or form that this is a part of a mixtape. The new track is actually being sold on iTunes. That is just blatant plagiarism. You're just taking another man's thing, ripping it off and doing your own thing. If I were to release a track called Jesus Music and were to change the spelling of the track from M-U-Z-I-K to M-U-S-I-C, would that mean I haven't ripped off Lecrae? Really? Do you see where I'm going? So, it doesn't make it right, people. It doesn't mean that it's okay. Distributed through one of the biggest urban hip-hop regimes, Rapzilla. Now, Rapzilla is a place you go for good up-and-coming music that's hot, fresh, released from what's happening, and so on and so on and so on. So the sheer fact that this track is being released as though it is an original idea and there's no mention of any other ideas before, again, it comes back to plagiarism, and that comes back to stealing. Exodus 20, verse 15. Thou shalt not steal. We all know it. We've all read it. We all know. That's the element. Now, Black Knights may not have set out with this initial intention. He may not have set out to rock the boat. He may not have set out to do it. But you're telling me through the process of producing a track, writing the lyrics, coming up with a concept for the video, shooting the video, editing the video, uploading the video, sending it to Rapzilla, Rapzilla uploading it. In all of those steps, you never thought to mention that the track wasn't originally your idea and it didn't originally come from you? Like, really? TP hasn't released the track officially. He gave it to a handful of DJs and he gave it to a handful of people. It was getting various play. Come on, guys. Like, seriously. I know if it was me, I would be vexed. I would be really disappointed. I'd be really disheartened. I'd be like, how can a guy come and just rip off my tune? As much as you can say this is a secular thought or a secular mentality, the word says follow the rules of the land, and the rules of the land say don't be ripping off people's music and don't be plagiarizing. it's an injustice. It's not right. It's not fair. I'd like to see a response from Black Knights to explain how we came up with the concept and how the idea came together. Because genuinely, me, DJ 4Real over in the UK, I'm hearing a track and I'm like, nah, I can't play this. I can't play this unless there's an explanation or unless TP says cool. I know that a lot of us over here in the UK are a bit upset that this would be done to one of our fellow brothers in Christ who works hard and is a very good producer, who doesn't get the props and the dues that he does deserve. And he could be on here saying this, but he's not. But I'm saying this on his behalf because it's better for somebody else to fight his corner and say, you know what, wagwan, than for him to step up and everyone's like, oh, why is he making a fuss for? So ladies and gentlemen, this is why we're upset. This is why we're confused. Black Knights, we'd like to hear a response. Please explain why you have taken this track and ripped it off. And again, like, if I was to rip off Lecrae's track, if I was to rip off some of the biggest tunes, if I was to rip off Mali's All the Glory Belongs to You, I know I'd be getting a phone call from his lawyers. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm DJ 4Real. Catch you later. Peace out.